What's going on, Ophiuchus? How you guys doing out there? Pray you're well. Welcome to Ophiuchus and me. Appreciate you guys for stopping by here with me today on this here Saturday. It's the 13th of September 2025 and it's 5:33 a.m. and it is Saturday. I acknowledge Saturdays as the Sabbath. All praises to the Most High. YHWH. I appreciate you guys, old and new. Hope you like, hope you stay, hope you enjoy the reading. I will do 3-card pull at the end of it, all from the Rotomundi Tarot deck, and wrap up the reading the way I used to do it on Sabbath readings. So, yeah. Everything else is the same. If you've never been here before, I do Oracle, I do Index, I do 3 decks of Tarot. And I'm going to use the Crystal Inspiration Oracle today. Keep it kind of light. And yeah, just pick up on whatever we pick up on. So, hope you guys are staying grounded in God, okay, during these times that we are in. When things are a little chaotic, a little bit, um, you know, but definitely staying grounded and prayed up helps. So don't lose your head, don't lose your footing, stay focused. All right, here we go. Blue lace agate. Find your calm. Okay, very important. Okay, and rainbow obsidian. Feel your heart. Okay, and rose quartz. Open your heart. So it's very important that you stay centered with self, love self, and then, you're able to kind of operate a little bit differently at a different frequency of love and not be so, pulled in by the negativity. Okay. So here we go. So it says here, some nail polish. It says, you are strong and resilient, and you are capable of working through the deepest of human emotions. The heart is both the most fragile and most powerful element of our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Trust that no matter how exposed or pained you may feel, you have the power to recover and heal from the loss of a loved one, a relationship, a beloved pet, or even a job. We've all experienced grief, whether the event happened recently or long ago. A variety of emotions may surface at any given time as part of the grieving process. Allow your emotions to come up so you can acknowledge and then release them in order to fill that space with new love, light, and hope. Okay, so I was just talking about grief. The most recent in the news was the I can't remember the guy's name because I'm not into like politics. Kirk. I think his first name was Charlie. I don't know. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm not trying to offend anyone because I don't remember someone's name, but some of you guys may have felt some type of way about, this particular individual or whatever, grieving, mourning, that's what's causing a lot of uproar right now, specifically in the US. Um, and it's like, yes, it's unfortunate. People pass all the time, maybe not in that type of way, but I mean, yes, people get gunned down, ran over, all types of graphic type of, um, ways of doing the things that people do here. Unfortunately, war, all types of things. I mean, but they want to, make deals of things. But however the case, um, this card came out for a reason. Okay, don't get caught into the emotional traps, that are here or that are created for people to start, going crazy and losing their minds. Okay, so yeah, let's move along to the little index cards here. Heal your heart. We've all experienced loss of some sort, but we can heal. Only the strong survive, right? Something is, or someone is shocked and baffled. Where did the card go? There it is. Shocked and baffled. You can count on them. You could be a coach or would like to become a coach. Something is hidden. Play it safe. Would you like to go? Their opinions are non-important. I like taking long walks. Someone's name starts with the letter O. Ophelia Omar. And Omarion. Let's see what we got. Oscar. So, let's see what we get here. Alright. We have here. My nails are jacked up. Okay. It says dig in the crates. Old school. So, listening to some music, some old school music could take you back, kind of nostalgic vibe or something. Be patient. Almost. Can't sleep stuck on you. Real eyes, realize, real lies. I'ma be rich. Black eyed peas. Everything is energy. You're very wise in decision making. Dorm roommates. You have a Mercedes Benz, or you've been thinking about purchasing one. Something is very complicated, or it's just complicated. Tell me if you still care about me. Tell me that you care. That's SOS Band. Day trip alone. Higher levels of education or learning. Completely changed for the better. Could be a vlogger. Don't underestimate what could be. Heal your heart. You never know. Escaping reality. Understandable. Don't stay stuck there too long. Short hair. Short locks. You have a lawsuit that's either just started and the pending is finalized or you just got paid or about to. They feel inadequate. Something seems picture perfect. A needy, clingy energy here. Don't get it twisted. I keep getting this card. Like, don't get it twisted. Don't do that. Talk less. Show me. It's okay to cry. You're opening your heart also with that. You're releasing. You have a package on the way. Public displays of affection here. In denial about how you really feel. Follow your instincts. And praying for it. Period. They'll come. Nothing else. Someone's not budging here. They want your life. Someone's name starts with the letter I. You could be a YouTube influencer. For sure. You could be a teenage mom or dad. Be patient. They will reach out soon. Meditation is vital. You could be talking to a Pisces. Life path number 2. You're very supportive. Tolerant. Cooperation is needed. Partnership. What you focus on. Harmony. Making vacation plans. Don't worry. Down to earth. Fire, 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 Leo, Aries, Sag. I'm so fancy. You already know. Your name starts with I, Iggy Azalea. There is a reason for everything. I'm in the fast lane from LA to Tokyo. You have no idea. Okay. It's about to get real. You have leather car seats. They are bogus and counterfeit. But someone's very supportive and beyond capable. If only for one night. This was the Van Ross. Okay. Nobody could take away anything or nothing that God gave you. Keep the vision. You're overqualified here. I can't help myself. I love you and nobody else. That's the 4 tops. Sugar pie, honey bunch. You can live in a luxury apartment or would like to move to one. The ball is in your court. And you could be born between 1971 and 1980. So let's get through these cards and see where it takes us. Appreciate you guys for being here. Let's see what we get. Guidance. You're being guided to heal your heart. Okay? And always know that angels are around 24/7. Anytime you call on them, they're there listening. Abundance. I'ma be rich. Okay, so abundant. You have a good heart, a big heart. You're already abundant, okay? Because you're capable and you have control. But this also could be like, just control, like, the governments and things like that. But we're gonna go with just you have control, okay? So then you have here the Lovers, making a choice between two, okay? Opening your heart. Like I said, we're gonna just focus on you, okay? Not what I see here. You are in control of your own everything. So you open your heart, able to love yourself, and you're able to love others. Being able to control your emotions, right? And here making a conscious decision between two things, ideas, something. Yeah, just staying focused, tuning in and tuning out everything else. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh wow, these were in, these were in here from my other readings. I guess Knight of Wands in reverse, the Lovers, and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So someone may have not given you an opportunity, and you closed off your heart, okay? Or maybe they're trying to come back around, or you chose yourself, or something like that. Or a decision between two, somebody didn't give you an opportunity, and then someone is not being like flirtatious or something like that, or immature. They're, a little bit more mature. You chose one or the other. I don't know. However the case, let's see what we get. Oh, Seven of Swords, deception already out the top. Or out the beginning of the read. So, someone's been deceiving you, or there's a bunch of deception around that's making you kind of hold your position. So, here at the Eight of Pentacles, you're still working on yourself. This period. You're trying to be in control of self, your emotions, and everything. So, you're, just not trying to make any moves too quickly or anything like that, and just continuing to work on yourself, your skills, whatever it is, going to work more, I don't know. Excuse me, but then here underneath the Lovers, we have the King of Cups and the Five of Swords, so the water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. put you in a space where you felt defeated. Okay. So, or they hurt you. So you decided to take control back over yourself and tune in with self, where that's what you need to do. And wait for someone to offer you love here. And with the Seven of Cups, don't limit yourself. Don't put limitations on yourself. You have options, okay? Now here you have the King of Pentacles, Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo could be significant. To the Four of Swords, which talks about healing. So, now with this here Ace of Pentacles, if it would have one more, I would have taken it in reverse, but so now here it is, Ace of Pentacles here. So as you are, I guess you healed, or you're in the process of healing from this Pisces person that kind of disappointed you. Excuse me, you will be either here, this King of Pentacles represents you being completely grounded and in control as you're working on yourself and knowing that it's not time just to leap or do anything, too quickly. But knowing that you will definitely have an opportunity that's just for you. Yeah, a committed relationship here. Maybe even marriage under God. Or this is something that you are also learning about. Some other types of knowledge. It said that under here somewhere. Oh, it said higher levels of education or learning. So maybe that's something that helps you stay grounded. Like I read the Bible as much as I can, like if not every day, every other day, or some sort of spiritual book or something. Yeah, so the judgment that was upon this here King of Cups is you chose yourself. You chose different. Yeah, you chose to work with someone different. Three of Pentacles. Someone is going to come in and work and build with you with this here Knight of Cups. And the Hermit in reverse wanted to fly out, but I'm finished with the cards, but I'll show it to you. So, like I said, you have the Four of Swords out here. You've already taken the time to reflect on what is. You've put in a lot of work and dedication. Probably towards that person already. That's why you felt that it was just time for you to move on or something like that. Okay. So here we go, guys. Second deck. Appreciate you guys so very much for rocking it here with me today on Ophiuchus and me. Come back anytime. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so very much if you're still here with me right now. Love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please and thank you. Of course, only if you like. I appreciate it all. So here we go. Yeah, you completely healed with the star energy there. And you're telling someone, hey, it would be nice if you just stay over there. Stay out of my bubble. 7 of Wands. I've gotten over you. I'm focusing on myself, trying to stay focused and not get caught up in anything that you have going on here. Yeah, stairway to the light. You're trying to stay on the lighter side of things. You know, judgment. God, right? YHWH. All praises to this name. Here we have it. 4 of Wands. So like I said, yes, some of you guys will have an opportunity, maybe as deep as marriage. Yeah, for your life path number 2, partnership and harmony. Okay. Or it will just be, you know, something worth celebrating. That was the moon. It says you have no idea. That was the moon card. So here with the 5 of coins, you felt left out by this person. They just didn't put you first, okay? They were bogus and counterfeit. But you were strong and you stayed motivated and you pushed through to heal. Wow, to get an Ace of Coins, I didn't even notice that. So the Ace of Coins is right here. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins, which was over here too in the other deck. Okay, so that came out in reverse. Here it is here, and now here it is here. Okay, so you definitely will get that. It's coming to you if it's not already in the making. So here, now you have the Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, the Queen of Coins. You had the King of Coin here, King of Pentacles. So you definitely know how to stabilize yourself when it comes down to trying to block out the noise, I guess, you know. Excuse me. So let's see what we'll do here. Yeah, I might as well just go ahead and use this deck. Why not? So last regular deck, and then I'm gonna get 3 cards from the Rotomundi, and then I'll wrap it up. So here again with the Hierophant, which was right here. You try to really stay focused and grounded, you know, maybe even, you know, praying a lot, things like that, reading up on things, like I said, but, yeah. So here you have the Death in reverse. There was no rebirth on that relationship. It just wasn't at all. Ace of Pentacles again in reverse to the Tower. They, it's like something about them they didn't want to change or something. Maybe they didn't even want to open their heart, you know. Maybe they were like just rude ass or something, you know. With the Ten of Cups, that's crazy because that talks about, you know, a pair doing this thing called life and love and family and all of that. Maybe that's what you guys thought, or maybe that's what you were thinking it was going to go down that path. But you ended up having to take a different path because it wasn't what you thought it was. It's complicated. Four of Pentacles and Warrior of Swords. So somebody could be trying to hold on to you now and speak their case or something like that. But ultimately, you know, when you are healed and balanced, justice will prevail, period. Everything will kind of stay balanced in a sense. There will be nobody that will be able to come along and trick you up here. Okay? You hold the one. Ace of Wands. Alright? Don't forget that. Oh, you did. So here we have it. Let's now get us 3 cards, and I will read a little bit from each section. See what we get. So you have a choice. You had a choice to make, and you left this individual because they just weren't it. Something wasn't right with the relationship. I don't know if it was after some time or what, but so it died. Yeah, the Death here in reverse, they didn't want to change. There was something about them, they didn't want to change, but, you know, ultimately, it fell apart anyway. You know, you can't go around thinking that you're just going to be one way or the next. And, you know what I mean? So, and it says fire right here. We had that card out here somewhere. Fire, fire, fire. Alright, Leo, Sagittarius. So, let's get us 3 cards. I don't take these in reverse. Oh my goodness. I love it. The con unito, the 3 of Cups. So they could have, like, you know, had you like in a third party or something like that. I'm not gonna read what that means. I'm just gonna you know, go off with just how the reading goes. So the first card is 4 of Wands. Depicted here is the 4 of Cups. Though you were unsatisfied, but looking for that 4 of Wands. You know, relationship, something to celebrate, something to be happy about. Okay. So for once, you wanted to, yes, be in a relationship, married, happy. But let's read. Okay. The Sephira, the Sephira of Shazad, which is loving kindness, is on the pillar of mercy and represents the grace of God being shown to those who are in a covenant with Him. It represents the steadfast love God has for His people, His patience and tolerance, and His desire for all people to come to repentance. 1 Peter 3 and 9. God is good to all, and his mercies are found throughout creation. Psalms 145 and 9. He causes the sun to shine and the rain to fall on the just and unjust alike. Matthew 5:45. But that does not mean that he loves everyone and accepts them unconditionally. I'm not going to even go into what it says next. Okay. I'm going to leave that alone. If you have the book, you know where to find it. But however the case, you know, you be married to him, the church, the bride, right? Um, be focused on that. Like I said, be grounded in that. I mean, so much so to even the next card here is showing you the that's him, the arms, the body, the head. It's what it represents, YHWH, okay? So, the king, the father, okay? The king of swords, the truth, okay? And so you have to tap into what is true, which is love for yourself and love for God, and everything that is supposed to be will be. But knowing that this other person that wasn't giving you what you truly deserved was not it. Okay, so let me find King of Swords. And okay. So here you have it. Says the King of Swords card is titled King, Father, Sulfur, and Soul, and shows the Tetragrammaton written vertically. The background image is from the Christlichen Wahrsager, but the letters of the Tetragrammaton have been added to it. When Hashem is written vertically, it is said to represent a human body with the Yod, Y, serving as the head, the first He by H, representing the shoulders and the arms. Now the Vav, I don't agree with. I believe it's a W. Okay, but however the case, representing the torso, and the second He, H, YHWH, serving as the legs. The four clouds represents the four winds. Jeremiah 49 and 36, Ezekiel 37 and 9, Daniel 7 and 2, and Revelation 7 and 1. Crying out for justice, what is right? Vindication, and represent the pending judgment, which you have here. Luke 18 and 3, Revelation 6 and 10. The arrangement of the Tetragrammaton in this manner is a reminder that God's providence will be accomplished on earth, Matthew 6 and 10, and the intentions of his plan that was declared before, it says at Zuluth, before the foundation of the world will be manifested in Asaya, which is put into action. There is justice in the universe, and although on earth the wicked may seem to prosper, there will be a time of harvest, Revelation 14 and 14. And when the wheat will be separated from the chaff, Matthew 13 and 33 and 3 and 12. And the gold from the dross, Proverbs 25 and 4, and Psalms 119, 119. Very interesting. To the tower, which was literally right here. Okay, equals to a 9. 27 too is destruction, right? So the tower now, let's see, let me find that. I'm not gonna read all this. I'm gonna read like the first paragraph or so. The 27th path of wisdom connects the Sephirot of Hod, which is glory, and Netzach, which is victory, and is associated with the lightning struck tower card. Tower tarot card. It represents both the fall of mankind and the solution to it. The card shows a tower being struck by lightning. The tower represents the middle pillar of the Queller. The crown being blown off the top represents the Sephirot of Kether, which is the crown, which symbolizes Adam and Eve's fall from grace and their expulsion from the Garden of Eden. Common interpretations of this card usually include being shaken up, sudden destruction, or references to the Tower of Babel, where humanity's pride, vanity, and great feats were lost in an instant when God confused their languages. God's first instruction to humanity was to be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. Genesis 1:28. But instead of spreading out and filling the earth, the people of Babel sought to build a tower as a monument to themselves, so that all people would gather in one place, lest we be dispersed over the face of the whole earth. Genesis 11:4. In response, God confused their language, which caused them to be separated and dispersed over the face of the earth. Genesis 11:9. Humanity has been endowed with both free will and predestination, but in the end, the will of God will be done. If the people become too complacent, God will give them a push in the right direction, which is what occurred at the Tower of Babel. The Tower tarot card can be viewed as symbolizing the separation of people at the Tower of Babel, but a deeper meaning can be applied by viewing it as the fall of Adam and Eve and the solution to their fall. Okay, so however, we have the tower here and the tower here. Things just fell apart because things weren't grounded in your relationship. This person wasn't grounded, didn't want to change it, so on and so forth. So everything requires change, you know. But it starts with self. All right. So I appreciate you guys and God, of course. And come back and rock anytime here with me. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day or evening, whenever you catch us. Take care. Bye bye.